Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is September 16, 2021. I want to talk about top biotech stocks. As you all know, biotech stocks are great investments. If you pick the stock really well, they can be very good investments. With that, let's get started here. I got here top most active biotech stocks here. We'll go into them in a little more details. This is just a teaser. So we got at the top of the list, we have SONN, just 63 cents stock. Institutions are buying this stock here, as you can see here. And it's been going up off late in 1 day, 5 day time frame, but still down for 1 year. And as you scan through here, we got TBPH. Institutions are buying it. And we got Life here. Life looks like we got both institutions as well as insiders are buying. That could be a really nice proposition here. We should look at Life here and probably buy along with these institutions and insiders. RSI is 88. That tells you don't buy right now. Wait for a little bit because it's too expensive at this time. It's overbought. And then as you look through here, we got Oxygen. Institutions are buying big time. Right now there is no sales, but I think it's a good spec as you go forward. You should probably try to buy some of these, Oxygen at these levels here. Given there is a high short ratio, this can create short squeeze. And then as we scan through here, we got Prague. We talked about Prague a while ago. Looks like both institutions and insiders are buying Prague here. Right now RSI is 73, tells you wait for a little pullback here. RSI is 38. Actually, you can buy at these levels and take it from there. And we got few more here. Cassie, $1.48. Looks like insiders are buying Cassie. That could be a good sign here. As of now, RSI is 40. Still, you can buy at these levels. That's a good one. And also has got strong fundamentals with sales growth here and nice gross margin. And then you got Tonics and Berkeley Lights and ADXS. I think both Tonics and Berkeley Lights have got heavy institutions buying here. And also stock have been sold off, as you can see here, in 10-day 1 month. And RSI perspective very low, sold off. You could buy some of those. As a general thumb rule, look for institutions buying or insider buying or both. Those are the strong candidates you can start with. Then look through the sales growth, 1 year sales change, and quarter over quarter sales growth. If quarter over quarter sales growth plus gross margin greater than 40, that tells you it satisfies rule of 40. Then look through RSI to indicate and identify it's a good time to buy. Any RSI level above 55, wait for a little bit, no need to hurry. But RSI level below 55, you can buy slowly and buy in chunks. And then look through short ratio as usual. If there is a high short ratio about 10%, as you can see in many of these cases, those could be a good candidate for a good short squeeze. If you're an option trader, look at the IV percentile here. If the implied volatility percentile is above, say, 50, and if RSI is low, you can sell some premium, like you can sell some put options as an example. But if RSI is high and IV percentile is also low, in those scenarios you can buy some put options and participate in the downward momentum of the stock. So those are something that you can watch out here and take it from there. So what we'll do is we'll look at a few more things here. We'll start with the top and stock news here. So as you can scan through here, we got Berkeley Lights BLI. Stock is plummeting as of yesterday. Looks like there is a short seller report here talking about some shady practice in companies in the company. That's why shares were down. I think it's a good opportunity to buy slowly at these levels. Normally short sellers, they come up with these theses and stock gets oversold. We can see if Berkeley Light is a good one at these levels and take it from there. And then we got here TBPH stock dived 16%. Looks like they got some flop in the trial. We can see if it's a good one to buy. And company also announced the job cut by 75%. That's a steep cut here. We'll see if it's good to buy at these levels here. And then we got here AVTX. They announced a secondary offering here or a public offering here, and stock tumbled. Let's see if it's good to buy this one also. And we got Forte Biosciences here. Looks like it fails to meet the significance. Stock tanked. We'll see if it's worth buying here. And China-based Z-Lab here. They announced breakthrough therapy. Let's see if it is good to buy. Stock has pulled back pretty hard. And then we got here explosive biotech stocks. We got BNTX, CRISPR, and GRTS, all COVID-19 plays. Let's see if it's good to buy some of these stocks here. And we got three COVID stocks that might double: Novavax, Sorrento, and InMode. I like many of these names here, especially InMode, which came down earlier this week. And then you got your ADMA. Looks like they are down at this time. Also, they got some approval here for this specialty plasma derived biologic drugs. Let's see if it's worth buying Adma here. So with that, let's jump in and get started and look at few charts and see if it's worth investing in these stocks here. Before we jump in, let's look at what's the trend in the big indices. As you can see here, S&P 500 after selling off for continuously 4 or 5 days, it's showing some strength here. I would not be surprised if it comes down a couple more, some more, but at least yesterday it showed some strength here. Same story across the board. Dow Jones Industrial Average as well as Nasdaq showed some strength. That's a good sign. At least there is some buying going on at these levels. And even Russell 2000, there is some strength here. We got at least one good day here, but trend is downwards, as you can see here. Lower lows, with the exception of yesterday. So I'll be still careful here. I will not jump into conclusion. Typically September is really a very volatile month. So let's watch and buy some quality names here. And bonds, as you can see here, kind of came back yesterday a little bit. That's why stock market is gaining some momentum. And interest rates, I think they showed some strength here. It's a reverse relationship to bond. That's why it showed some strength here. Energy of late is doing well after dropping off earlier. We should look at some energy names when they're down as a trading opportunity. And then you got gold. Gold is down a little bit, and dollar is a little bit strengthening, but still in the trading range. So with that, let's jump in and look at some biotech stocks here. These are the top biotech stocks in biotech ETFs. As you can look through here, of late, Gilead Sciences has done very nicely. I think stock is really improved showed some progress here. This stock used to be really not doing well for a long time. It's gaining some momentum here. I would not be chasing at these levels, but if it drops, I would be buying. And then you got Vertex. This is one of those great stocks. Stock is not catching any momentum here. Stock is down for a while. I would be slowly looking at Vertex here to initiate a small position and watch this and see how it's going. And then you got Amgen. Amgen used to be Wall Street darling a while ago, but stock is not doing great. I think Amgen is intriguing at these levels here. I would be a buyer of Amgen slowly and take it from there. And Biogen is a story stock. It's all about Alzheimer's. Stock goes up and down drastically due to any news around Alzheimer's. I would be a buyer of Biogen at these levels here. This stock also can cause huge swings on any good news. And then you got Regeneron. Last year, Regeneron did not do well at all. Now it's getting some groove here. I would probably buy it on down days slowly and accumulate. It's a great stock, but off late performance was not great at least last year. Now it's showing some momentum, as you can see here. Illumina is again a great play, showing some downward momentum here. I would be a buyer of Illumina at these levels and slowly accumulate. And we got Alexion pretty much at the top here. I would wait for a little pullback. And CGen, I think this is a good one here. Stock has dropped off significantly. We can slowly accumulate at these levels and take it from there. And Insight, same story. Stock is dropped off here. I think it's good to initiate a small position of Insight and take it from there. And we got Biomarin. I think this is a great stock. This stock also bounces off, pulls back and bounces pretty hard. At this time, it's good to buy some Biomarin at these levels here. Stock has pulled back off late. And we got Moderna. Moderna, I think this one is goes up and down drastically. I think it's a great stock. I would wait for a little pullback. It always gives you pullback. I would buy on the pullback and keep it for a while. And we got XLXs here after dropping very big percentage is showing some improvement here. I would be a buyer of this stock here slowly and accumulate. And we've got Acadia Pharmaceuticals, same story here. Stock is not showing too much progress. I would slowly accumulate Acadia Pharmaceuticals and go from there. UTHR on the other hand, it's on the top here. I would wait for a little pullback and buy UTHR. And ALNY, it's showing some pullback here. I would slowly buy it, in these pullback levels and go from there. And last is Neurocrine NBIX. It's a great stock. I love this stock. I think it's good to slowly buy and accumulate. So with that, we'll jump into our top most active biotech stocks here. As you can scan through here, little company SONN, top of the list. Most active by volume as of yesterday. Just $35 million stock market cap here. Institutions are buying this company, no sale. And as you scan through here, I think their performance is improving off late. As you can see here, 1 day 11%, 5 day 2%. RSI is 36. As a contrarian, you could buy some SONN at these levels and take it from there. As you can see here, performance is not great long term as of now, but it's a low dollar stock. It's okay to buy some and participate in the upward momentum here. And then you got a couple more here as you can scan through. A $3 stock. I'll probably pass this up here. And we got TBPH. I think this stock has dropped a lot, as you can see here, in 1 day, 5 day, and so on and so forth. Institutions are buying TBPH. I would be buyer of this stock along with institutions. As you can see here, RSI is 29, tells you stock is oversold. So I have highlighted few rows for you. For example, the rows highlighted in gray background and green background. Those are the stocks you can look at and see if it's worth buying at these levels and take it from there. And many of these stocks you can look at the sales and sales change quarter over quarter and gross margin. If they satisfy rule of 40, meaning sales quarter over quarter growth plus gross margin greater than 40, these are the good fundamentally sound companies from a sales growth perspective. You can also, let's look at a few more here. Oxygen, as you can see here, institutions are buying Oxygen big time. There's a high short ratio. RSI is 51. So that's also good to initiate a position here given stock has dropped off and RSI is low. And as you scan through here, we got Prague, same story, low price stock here. Both insiders and institutions buying. It's okay to buy some Prague here and go from there. And we got SCSN and CASI. SCSN has got huge institution buy here, and CASI has got huge insider buy. I would look at both, especially CASI with the insiders buying and low dollar stock. You could buy the stock at this level. And SCSN, as you can see, a stock has dropped off in the shorter term. I would look at buying SCSN also. This might bounce back. As you see here, both have got high short ratio, can cause short squeeze. Then you got a couple more here, Tonics, BLI. Both have got institutions buying here. And as you scan through, some short ratio not too high. Stocks have sold off with the low RSI. We got ABCL, same story, institutional buying here, low RSI 50. Stock is gaining some momentum off late here. Probably good to wait a little bit given it's shown some momentum already. And we got few more here you can look through. We talked about ATNF while ago. Looks like institutions are buying ATNF. I think right now there is no sales. It could be good to buy some ATNF at these levels. This stock also goes up and down drastically at times. Right now RSI is 41. You could buy some at these levels. So if you are options person, pay attention to IV percentile. In a high IV percentile environment with a low RSI, you could sell some put options and get some premium in that way. We got iGate here again, a low dollar stock here. iGate, as you can see here, RSI is 46. You could also buy some iGate here. It's showing some progress as you can see here off late. On a down day, you could buy some iGate low dollar stock and go from there. So we got a couple more most active. I will not go through this in detail. You can just look through this. Especially pay attention to the ones which are highlighted in green background or gray background here, and watch out for high institutions buying. For example, Forte here, BNTX, Seal, and also check out if there is any insider buys. In this case, there is none. And also look for sales growth here. Many names like CDXC and BNTX. Also, as you can see here, AVTX and SRNE as well as Novax are good from a fundamental perspective. They got nice sales growth here. And coupled with the low RSI, you could initiate a position. And in few stocks, we also have high short ratio. Those are the ones that can cause short squeeze here. And we got few more most actives. Pay attention to institutional buying here. A positive is a good sign. Fix here as example, $7 stock, high institutional buying here. And RSI a little high. We should probably wait for a little cool off here. And you could look at VXRT, low RSI. You could buy that one if that's a good one. And you got few more like ADMA, BioCrist. Both have got high short ratio as you can see here. So next we will look at monthly losers. As you all know, I pay very close attention to these monthly losers. These stocks will result in huge gains as you go forward if you pick them right. So the key trick is to look at insiders and institutions buying. For example, stocks like Forte and even Sension here, Sensen and HGen and so on and so forth. Look at those names. If the RSI levels are a little low and if there is a good short ratio, that's always a plus. Otherwise, you could look at some sales growth here. For example, we got some names like Jaguar. There is a 1 year sales growth. And Fate Therapeutics, it's a good one here. It's got nice quarter over quarter sales growth here. You should pick some up into this downturn here, as well as CDXC. So those are a good one fundamentally. If you want to trade, you could look at other names also. If you're a trader, look for high short ratio and low RSI. That can give you some good bounce for a trade type of opportunity. And we got few more here as you can look at. We got insider buying ESPR. Little RSI 32, it's sold off at these levels. That's a good one also. And we got few more like AVTX. And as you scan through here, MTCR looks like insiders are buying a lot here. That could be a good sign here. We should look at that one too. And we got few more losers here as you can look through here. And let's now look at few stocks in a little more detail. Look at the chart. and see if it's worth investing at these levels. First one is ADMA. ADMA is clearly in the bearish territory. Stock has been dropping off as you can see here. And on the balance volume is pretty okay, good, stable on the balance volume here. I would probably look at buying some at these levels. Stock price is very low, $1.20 as you can see here. Stocks like this can give you some good return given stock is down of late, and at least by looking through this low RSI and there's some good level of on the balance volume, you could look at and buy some and take it from there. And next we got BCRX. BCRX on the other hand, it's in a bullish territory for most part. And that's a good sign. Trying to bounce off of 100-day moving average as you can see here. And on the balance volume is pretty steady. That tells you there are more buyers than sellers. I would be a buyer of BCRX at these levels. Chart wise, it's pretty stable, fundamentally also good company. I would buy some BCRX here and go from there. And then we got a Jaguar. Jaguar is a low dollar stock here, $2.37, and they had a reverse merger a while ago. As you can see, there's a nice on the balance volume, tells you there are more buyers than sellers. I would buy some Jaguar at these levels. RSI is still low, stock is oversold. And then you got Fate Therapeutics, again a great company. Stock has been down of late here. RSI 36. I would be a buyer of Fate Therapeutics at these levels, and it's a great company to invest long term. And we got few more here. InMode, one of my favorite stocks. It's a Israel-based company. I think anytime InMode comes down, it's a great time to buy. Look at the on the balance volume here. Nice on the balance volume. Tells you, folks are really buying this stock here. And then you got 10x here, Tgtx. It's again a great company. Stock has dropped off of late. I would be a buyer of Tgtx at these levels. Nice on the balance volume again. And then you got Berkeley Lights here. Stock is sold off pretty hard here. On the balance volume is also low right now, given stock dropped off. I would buy some Berkeley Lights at these levels and go from there. High AVE percentile, as you can see here. You could make some money by selling some put option. Make sure you don't buy too much, so that way you don't end up buying the stocks at lower levels or incurring some loss. And then you got MRVI, again a great stock. Stock has dropped off big time into trying to bounce off from 100-day moving average. I will be buyer at these levels, and as you can see here on the balance volume is trying to show some bounce here. That's a good one. So with that, here is a quick cheat sheet for you on how to buy and sell stocks. Look for low RSI and on the balance volume rising. That's a good sign for you to enter. For an exit point, if the RSI is greater than 60, on the balance volume is falling, then don't buy. If you already have it, just sell it slowly. And you can look through other areas here. These served well for me. As you can look through here, there are some nice indications when to buy and sell, and also indications around option sellers. Watch out RSI and AVE percentile carefully if you're an option buyer or a seller. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.